good, everybody? Appreciate to anybody that just said I should add some more trade recaps, right? I was gonna add them more on my YouTube. I was trying to kind of figure out if I wanted to have them like end of week, throw all the trades I took in 1 week into one recap, but I think I'm just gonna just pump them out with the trades I take, every single day. Pretty much, probably just gonna do daily recaps, right? Not just the entire week, 'cause it's kind of too much. So, anyways, we're gonna get into this though. So I got faked out on Wolf like 3 times this week. I'm gonna show all the broker statements on the screen right here. These are all 3 of the times that I got stopped out on Wolf this week. I took Nvidia. I'm gonna put the trade on. I'm gonna put the Nvidia trade and the Jobby trade right on the screen as well. They're unrealized right now. Jobby. Let's just head into Jobby first, and we'll get into Wolf and Nvidia, right? Anyways, Jobby, we have this nice setup right here. Instead of looking at it this way, I started looking at this flag, right? I kind of just ignored this. You can draw the trend line from this high all the way down here as well. It aligns up pretty well. But let's just ignore that, right? Because it really doesn't matter at this point, right? So anyways, we have this nice flag. Let me put replay mode on. Make this easier. Right, so this is what I'm looking at before I took Jobby. This looks beautiful, right? Nice tight range, nice little bull flag. Bang, getting tighter. Lower highs, higher lows. Bang. This is what I do. Obviously, you boys know I put my level at previous day high. Previous day high market right here. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. I go to the 5-minute to take all of my entries. So, is this going to be today's open? Yeah. So pretty much off the open, I wasn't even expecting to take it because no. I wasn't at first because I saw this one candle, right? Decided to rip. I didn't enter up here, right? This was kind of overextended. So I actually missed RGTI. I don't know if anybody was in the live. RGTI was kind of overextended for me, right? So I didn't take it. Looking back at it now, maybe it was kind of acceptable, but again, because you don't want to get into a trade entering right here and then have this candle just tank, right? It's a bad feeling, right? So anyways, I let Jobby do its thing. I believe I think I entered on this candle. I really can't remember. I did enter on this pullback pretty much after this buy-up. I did enter here, and then obviously you wanted to play out. At this point, I'm like, okay, this looks really good. So actually, because Jobby was pretty kind of overextended, and I got in on a pullback, I did not enter full size here. I entered half size, or not half, a little above half. When this candle came through, this is when I averaged in, right? Make sure you are averaging into your trades. Don't dollar cost average. I don't like that shit because again, it could just keep dumping and you're just gonna lose way more money, right? Learn to average in your winning trades, in your winning positions. So when I saw this candle buy up, this is kind of like how I view re-entering as well. If price wanted to come back down, let's say I get stopped out, but it comes back up, bang, I'm gonna re-enter that all day, right? That's what I did with Wolf. I'll go into that after this. But anyways, I entered half size here, a little above half. And then when I saw it, dude, look, this looks beautiful. Look how this respected the 5-minute, 10-day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, so after I saw this buy up, okay, all right, I entered 3 more contracts. We start to rip, and then this is how the trade plays out. Absolutely ripped today. Kind of just wanted to chop, I believe, 4 p.m. close right there. Yeah, so I'm looking to trim at 18:45. So a lot of you boys know that I don't like to trim too early. I'm not a fan of it at all. So I'm gonna trim. I'm trimming at key levels now for sure. I mean, I always did, but I'm not gonna trim at key levels that are 30%. Makes no sense to me. Right? So this is a key level. I'm not trimming there. I'm up that's only 14 cents for my entry. If I have a key level at 20% of profit, I'm not trimming there. I'm fading that. I don't care if it's key level or not. I'm not taking profit at 20% because I want to catch these big moves and actually capitalize on my gains. So the most reliable take profit in my eyes is this high right here because this is a nice base right here. This is a crazy base. This is where price rejected the most. I'm not going to put it up here. I'm going to put it right here because price can have to hit this high, fucking tank. So I think I'm going to take profit half my position up here because, again, I'm holding my trades longer. So I can afford to take half, right? And again, this price rejected heavy from this shit. And this is the daily time frame, keep in mind. So I think I'm going to take half my position here. I'll be up probably $700, I believe. I don't know. 770. I'll be up 80%, I'll say that. I'll trim half here and I'll let the rest, ride up to $20. Maybe 1948, who knows, maybe up here, maybe up here. I'll probably let it ride up here depending. I got the 17ths, so I'm pretty flexible with my contracts as well. So depending how this trade runs, I'll take profit whenever I feel like it's best to take profit, right? But only obviously much in profit. But yeah, that's pretty much Jobby. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Pretty much made up for missing RGTI. That was pretty annoying. But let's get to NVIDIA now. NVIDIA, I took this a couple days ago, 3 days ago. Look how strong this base is. This base is super strong. I said once we get a push above this 184 level, we were going to fly. I did originally say I wanted to take profit at 190. We actually did hit 191. The reason why I didn't take profit was because I'm really confident in this trade. I'm really bullish on NVIDIA, right? And again, 190, I was only up 80%. My strategy, I tend to catch bigger moves. So I want 195, right? I believe, 200 is definitely like a big, for sure, a psychological level on NVIDIA. So I believe maybe if price wants to get up to 195 to $200, it might want to just kind of just chop and trim, right? It might not trim. It might just want to chop, consolidate for a bit before it makes the actual push up. I do believe it's in $200. Again, I only got the 10ths, October 10ths. So I don't have all day to hold these. So it would be nice if this hits 195 tomorrow. If price closes at 193 tomorrow, 192 maybe, 194, doesn't hit 195, I'm probably gonna take it all completely before the close because again, if I don't, I'm forced to hold this over the weekend, and who knows, I might want to fucking dump. You know what I mean? We don't know what's gonna happen. But again, going into the trade, right? So obviously my level is gonna be this base. Going into the 5 minute. We absolutely just fucking ripped. I entered off the close. This is what I like to do. I like to enter off the closes normally. Enter off the close. We tanked a little bit, and then we bought up from the 5 minute EMA. This is what I do pretty much every time I enter my trades. Usually when they go in drawdown, I pretty much rely on the 5 minute EMA. If this wanted to run through the 5 minute 10-day, I would have went to the 15. In this case, didn't need to. It just kept ripping and supported it. But yeah, this trade played out very nice. Again, I showed all the trades at the beginning of these. They're unrealized right now. Currently, we made $400 today. I was up 500 during the day, but again, unrealized gains. I took a loss on Wolf as well, so I think I ended the day 350. But it is all right. I believe this is gonna play out. Very confident, Jobby. Very confident, Jobby. Now let's get into Wolf here. Look at this shit. Faked out 3 times. 3 times on Wolf. I kept taking it because my history on it is good. I caught this breakout. If anyone remembers that. That was mid-September. Really good breakout. But let's go into the first trade though. I believe. Was it this one? It could have been this one, yeah. So we had a base here. I've been mentioning Wolf way before these days happened as well. I was pretty much drawing Wolf out like that, or like this. Didn't want to break. Anyways, let's go into here. Go to the 5 minute. This was Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I took this Tuesday. Got faked out. I did not like this candle, by the way. This candle's ass, right? I believe I entered here. I really don't remember. It was Tuesday. I really don't know if I'm being honest with you. But I entered and I cut it short, I believe. Was it that candle? I'll remember in a second. Yeah. Okay. I answered off of this candle closure. No, I take that back. I take it back. Once I saw this candle, I didn't like it. When I saw this hammer candle buy up in the 5 minute, I did enter here, right? So I was in profit for a bit, came back down. I cut it short mid candle here because I just saw the loss of volume, did not see it. And then I was looking to re-enter. By the way, this candle was a good re-entry. A lot of people entered up here, but you know what I mean? I still would have been in this as well during this whole entire chop, but you know, obviously I wanted a fucking tank, so you would have got stopped out regardless. But again, I didn't even look. I probably, if I was on the charts, I probably would have entered here, I'm not going to lie. But again, I wasn't even looking at them, so I didn't see it. And then I came back to it seeing all this shit, so. Now, with that being said, going into Wednesday, because price rejected here so damn much, I put my level here. Let's go into Wednesday. This can hurry up. Alright. So we got market opening Wednesday. No, I actually didn't take Wolf Wednesday. My apologies. My bad. My memory's like fucked. I took 2 losses today on Thursday, obviously. I took 2 losses today. It was 1 on Tuesday. I'm sorry for wasting all your boys' time. Alright. I took 2 entries today. I entered at 9:45 right here. This is my candle entry. Right, so again, this candle was not the best. Came back down, bought up. This was the candle you want to enter on. Came in profit, and we just tanked, right? We just fucking tanked, right? I used the 15 minute. We ran through the 15 minute. Absolutely. This kind of closure was not the best, but again, we just tanked right through the 15 minute, and then I got out pretty early on there, or not early. I took an actual loss. I lost 140, I think. The screenshots are at the beginning of the video, and then I re-entered actually. What was price at? I believe I entered like 12. My level's not right here, by the way. Going back into the daily, my level was right here, I believe. Yeah. I really don't remember. I believe I entered somewhere around here. Anyways, regardless, we got stopped out. I think I could tell on the 15. I think I answered right up here. No, it was this candle. My bad. I was looking at too many stocks earlier. Okay, anyways, I took my re-entry because look, we got stopped out. Price came back up. This was a great re-entry. I don't believe this was a bad trade at all. Wolf just wants to fake out a lot, right? So, anyways, price came back up, right? Nice volume, nice build up. Took my entry off the close here. Right, and we're looking good, right? We broke this high in general, so I'm like, all right, we're probably gonna fly, honestly. Nope, we get stopped out. It just fucking tanks and wants to dump the rest of the day, right? What are you gonna do? Like that shit is always gonna happen. And then zooming out of the day, like, come on, like I'm just not gonna take this anymore. I don't care what it does. Wolf, like, it's just chopping upward. I'm telling you, Wolf wants to actually fly and actually break, right? Just don't know when. 3 times the charm, I'm out. I'm not even gonna take this shit anymore. I'm gonna let it, like, do its thing. But hey, what are you gonna do, man? It doesn't matter because I got stopped out on Wolf 3 times this week. For what, a total of, like, I lost $200 on Wolf. But again, I'm up. I was up 650 on Nvidia at 191, right? 195, I'll be up like 1.3, and then Jobby, I have no idea, I'll be up 700 here, and then if it wants to keep running, I'll be up 1,000 or something like that, right? So it doesn't matter. I lost $200 on 3 trades on Wolf, but these are just 2 trades. It does not matter about losing. So many people are so focused on, taking loss after loss after loss and getting down on themselves over losing streaks, but like, you got to realize, like, losing is part of this strategy. It really is. Like, I'm sure you heard about, taking losses with trading is normal, right? If you're day trading, right? If you're day trading, you're not taking as much as losses as breakouts. But again, like, yeah, you hear trading is part of the game, but like trading is part of the strategy. You have to become the best loser, right? Cut your losses short. If you were stopping out at like 20, 40, 40%'s fucked. If you're stopping out at like 30, 40%, you're never going to be profitable, bro, because again, you're cutting your losses at like a trim, or you take your profit, bro. How are you gonna do that? Again, that's also why I don't even like taking profits at 30% when my stop loss is only 15 average. You know what I mean? So make sure you're holding your trades. Trust your trades, because regardless, like you're probably thinking short term. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, I think you're focused on short term. If you don't like how, I say don't trim at 30%, because yeah, you're gonna be up a lot unrealized gains, and you're gonna be scared for it to go break even. But bro, that's part of the fucking game, bro. Just pick good levels to trim, like this Javi right here. That's a good level. That's a great level to trim. That's a great level to trim, right? So pick great levels. Don't be scared. Trust your plan. It's all gonna work out. You're literally gonna cover. Like, if Javi and Nvidia play for me, like they're supposed to, I'm going to cover 20 losses, or 20 plus losses I'm going to cover for the next fucking month, alright? And that's just 2 trades, alright? So, don't get down on yourself. Trust your plan. Trust your strategy. That's the trade recap, or the daily recap, right? But yeah, I'm going to make sure I put all the broker statements and the unrealized trades. They should already be up on the video, but it's getting late. I gotta go to bed. You boys have a good night. Let's fucking bank tomorrow.